Hey guys, it's me. This is July 26th through August 1st. I realized that it's the 3rd today, so yes, this video is late. I warned you that it might happen, and I was right. Obviously, I'm home. I had a little short vacation. That's what we had planned, obviously, so you knew that I wasn't going to be here, possibly. And I was tied up for Saturday, and I was tied up on Sunday, so you're getting a Monday morning or Monday afternoon video. And yes, so currently my tiny human is a little on the grouchy side. I think she slept really good last night, but this weekend she kind of had not so much sleep, so she's a little on the grouchy side, so you might hear her get grouchy and throw temper tantrums. Currently she has chosen to write all over her legs with a pen. So today's going to be an interesting day. Let's just say that. It's going to be an interesting day. It's Monday. That's what I get for Monday. But anyways, we're not going to talk about Monday, and I'm not going to talk about yesterday, which was Sunday. I'm going to talk about the previous Sunday. So you knew that my kids had been gone this whole time, and so they were still gone on Sunday. But we wanted to finally take the bikes out. Yes, like I said, it's going to be an interesting day. So we wanted to take the bikes out, but I had a flat tire from the other day. And here, let's get down. Don't want you to hurt yourself. So we had to fix my bike tire. So we got some of this goopy stuff. I'm not exactly sure what it's called other than like slime or something. So we put that into the bike tire and we pumped up the tire. And we decided to kind of go to the park and hang out with Aria while we were waiting to see if it held air and if that fixed the problem. So I have a short little video clip. Aria now can swing on the swings. So here is the short video clip of her doing that.
You. Are you having fun? Look at you.
So when we got home from the park, it turns out that my bike was fixed. That slime goopy stuff actually fixed the hole. It was a decent sized one, and I think it was probably from my husband thinks it might have been from like a pinched tire, but I'm not exactly sure. All I know is that it's fixed now and I can ride my bike. So that's what we did on Monday. Monday came around and the temperature dropped significantly. It's been in the 80s, 90s, thereabouts. And the high on Monday was 71 degrees. Oh my gosh, it felt so good after having such hot weather. It was great. So we decided to take the bikes out because now my bike was fixed. So we took our bikes out for a really long, very fast-paced bike ride, and it was so much fun. We put Aria in her little co-pilot and we went up and down hills and down through the canyon and all over the place, and it was a whole lot of fun. And it was kind of nice because it's not that I don't like to take my minions with me, but it was kind of nice to be able to, keep up the pace at, pretty quick. So when we got home, it was like, okay, now that was a workout. So we had so much fun on Monday riding our bikes, and in the evening, we had my mom and dad come over. Sunday, the 26th, was my dad's 70th birthday. 70, folks. And if you have seen pictures of my dad, which he doesn't like me to show, but if you see pictures of my dad, or if you know my dad or met him or anything else, he doesn't look anywhere close to 70. But anyways, he had his 70th birthday, so we had them come over for dinner. I made carne asada burritos, and for the record, having the convection setting on my oven, it was the first time that I used it. That is awesome. It cut the cook time down, I want to say almost by half. So yes, that was awesome. I got to play with my stove and it was super cool. We had mom and dad over. We had carne asada burritos. We gave my dad a couple gifts for his birthday. You can probably hear that outside right now. It's the garbage trucks going by, so hopefully it'll go really fast because it's kind of annoying. I'll go ahead and pause it until then. Okay, so you might be able to still hear it just a little bit, but I think they're far enough that it's not gonna ruin anything anymore. So yes, that's the garbage truck and all that other stuff, so I'm sorry, but once again, this is Monday and this is what happens on Mondays. Hence why I like to do this on Sundays, because it's typically a lot quieter inside and outside. It's warm today. It's not supposed to be hot, so I have all the windows and the doors open. So you can probably hear all kinds of things going on, and I do apologize for that. So anyways, let's get back to the fun, because Tuesday was a huge day for me. So on Tuesday, I got up and did my normal routine. I like to have a cup of coffee. I sit down and I watch the Freedom Channel Spotlight. It's the network that I am partnered with. And they do these spotlight videos every single day, and they pick 3 channels to kind of feature and be like, hey, check this channel out. This is what we like. This is what you need to improve on, and that kind of stuff. And so I was just carrying on like a normal day. And when I sat down to watch the spotlights, they got to channel number 3 of the spotlight, and I just about dropped my coffee cup. They featured my channel. So I'm going to leave a link in the description down below, because yeah, they featured my channel. I couldn't believe that. They featured my YouTube channel. So they went through, you know, they watched a couple videos of mine. They gave me some pointers. They said stuff that they enjoy about it and that kind of stuff. And that's the first time that my channel has ever really been promoted. I mean, I say a couple things here and there, but when someone other than myself says something about my channel, I don't know, it was just awesome. So Tuesday was monumental for me, because someone other than myself, it just got broadcasted to whoever, you know, watches that Spotlight channel video. Everyone just saw that. So I don't know, it was really cool. I've gained, let's see, I think I was like at 105 or something like that for subscribers, and now I am up at 118. So them putting my channel up on the spotlight kind of ignited something, and I've got a bunch of new viewers. So thank you to all my new viewers who saw that. So that was awesome. But that was like the biggest highlight for me for Tuesday. Everything else kind of paled in comparison. So yeah, spotlight on my channel. It was awesome on Tuesday. So now I'm going to skip to Thursday, because Wednesday was kind of a slow day. We didn't do a lot. There was a little bit of vegging going on, of course, because the house was pretty quiet. So on Thursday, we packed up because we were going to be heading out Friday to go and go camping. So we stayed up Thursday, and we did a little bit of cooking because we needed to make some lunches and stuff for like 15 people. So Will and I stayed up and made these little smoky, kind of like pigs in a blanket, I guess. They used the little tiny smokies. They're only about this big. And we wrapped them up in crescent rolls, and we baked those. So it was kind of fun, because Will and I don't really spend a lot of time in the kitchen together. But between the packing and doing the laundry and getting everything ready in the house, we found time to go in the kitchen together and make these little smokies. So that's what we did on Thursday. It was kind of, you know, we ran to the store, and the garbage truck's going by again. Sorry about that. So we did a lot of packing, we did some grocery shopping, and then we made the little smokies in the evening before we went to bed. So on Friday we were all packed up. We had like a couple things left to put in the car, so we had to load up the like the cooler and stuff, but otherwise we were all packed up. So Friday we finished packing up. Will had a very short day of work, so we were able to leave quite a bit more early than we intended. We thought we weren't going to be leaving until about dinner time, so we were going to make it up to the camping site around midnight, but I think we were out of here by lunchtime or something. So yeah, we kind of raced out of here, and we drove about 4.5 hours to the beach. So I have a picture of the bridge when we first came in. I thought it was super cool. What we ended up doing is, well, we went over the bridge because we had to get into town. But anyways, that's besides the point. What we ended up doing is we realized how much stuff we actually forgot when we got to the campsite, so we had to go over that bridge into town. But anyways, we forgot a bunch of stuff. We forgot sunblock, so I'm a little bit burnt. I think we all are. Forgot the sunglasses, forgot the hats, forgot flashlights, and the worst thing that we forgot, and the main reason that we had to go into town, is because we forgot Aria's shoes. I don't know how we forgot that, but we forgot her shoes, so we had to go buy her a new pair of shoes, and we had to pick up some other supplies of the stuff that we just totally spaced on. This was the first time that our family, actually all of us together, have ever gone camping. So we realized how much stuff that we forgot because it's been so long since we've ever went camping together. And like I said, this is the first time our whole family has gone. So yeah, we forgot a bunch of stuff and we had to go into town, but I do have a short little video clip because this was so happy for Aria. When we got there and we greeted everybody, we gave hugs to everybody, and then we had to take off and go pick up a bunch of stuff. Well, Aria was so excited to see her brothers and sister, and so I have a short little video clip of her excitement. So enjoy. So when we got back to camp, we set up our tent and did all that stuff. We ended up having dinner. We hung out by the campfire. There were lots of laughs and it was a lot of fun. So this campsite, this camping place was a horse camp. So they had stalls for the horses and everything, and it was really rugged for me. I don't usually do camping like that. If I do camping, it's usually like in a camper trailer, or we stay in a condo and then we go do campy things, like we go hiking and biking and go do that stuff, but then we come back and we can sleep in a normal bed and we have showers and that kind of stuff. This camping place, it just had a porta potty and it had a couple little spigots for water, but that's about it. So it was pretty rough in it for me. So we set up the tent, got everything ready. They had these bat boxes because there were so many, there's lots and lots of mosquitoes, unfortunately, but that's kind of par for the course whenever you go camping. That's kind of what's there anyways. But they had these little bat boxes set up to kind of attract the bats, to get rid of a lot of the mosquitoes. And I was bummed because I never ever saw any of the bats, but I thought that was kind of a cool idea. I mean, you see bird feeders and like bird houses, but you don't really see bat houses. So it was kind of cool to see bat houses. But so yeah, I told you how rugged it was and that kind of stuff. The kids had gone down to the beach while we were gone, and when I came back, Chantel was literally covered from head to toe in sand. The top of her head, it kind of looked like she had gray hair going on because she had so much sand in her hair. And her hair's a little bit shorter than mine, but it's catching up. It is thicker, and it was covered with rats, and it was covered in sand. So I spent I don't know, I'd say at least half hour, 45 minutes, you know, brushing it all out in front of the fire. And it was kind of nice because I haven't seen my daughter, so it was kind of one of those mom and daughter bonding moments. You know, I haven't seen her in a while. So I sat there and I brushed all the tangles out, you know, and I braided her hair and did that kind of stuff. And it was kind of a low-key kind of evening for us, you know, like I said, that we had the campfire. We just kind of hung out and talked in front of the campfire, and it was really nice. I thoroughly enjoyed that. It was a nice Friday night for me. It was totally not the normal Friday nights, so I enjoyed that. We went to bed around 10:30 or so. So that's about when I usually go. Sometimes I stay up a little bit earlier or a little bit later, but we were in bed probably around 10:30 or so. And unfortunately for myself, about 2 o'clock or 2:30 in the morning, I woke up with a pounding headache that would not go away. It was borderline on the migraine issue. I felt like I was going to throw up, and it just was not the best thing ever. So that kind of stunk. And, but, you know, I took some meds and I powered through it, and I woke up in the morning to the sound of laughter of the kids already playing. So it was kind of a nice way to wake up. Kind of a negative way to wake up, but it wasn't horrible, is during the night, our mattress, we have it's a really tall blow-up mattress. It has 2 sections, like it has a bottom part and then it has a top part where you actually sleep on. Well, during the night, the entire bottom part totally went bleh, and it was flat as can be. So we were sleeping on just one. The good news is, like normal blow-up mattresses, you only have one, so we didn't really lose out, but it used to be really squishy and really nice, but now we have a hole in the bottom, and I don't know how it got there, but now we have a hole. So that was kind of one of those kind of poo, but not really horrible, so half of my mattress kind of went flat, but it didn't affect anything. And honestly, to be completely honest, I'm not really sore from sleeping out there, which I'm surprised because I like my bed. And I wasn't sore or anything else, so that was awesome. But anyways, on Saturday we woke up, and my daughter Chantel, her cousin, and her uncle all went for horseback riding. So they took the horses out to the beach, and I have a picture of them doing that. So they had a lot of fun out there, riding around. There's lots of trails out there, and so they went and kind of traversed a bunch of stuff. We took Aria down to the beach on Saturday afternoon. Well, maybe not quite afternoon. It was probably about 10 or 11. We took her down to the beach. Now, this is the very first time that Aria has ever seen the beach or the ocean or been around sand, that kind of stuff. So I have another really cute picture of her and her dad. They're looking at shells down by the beach. Now, Aria's reaction to the ocean was priceless. I took her socks and shoes off so she could run in the ocean. Now, it's really cold here at the Oregon coast. But she went in running, and she didn't want to get out. She kept running through the little waves that come, you know. And she was having so much fun. It was the hardest thing to pull her away from. She wanted to play, and she just had so much fun in there. But after about like an hour or so, you know, it was definitely nap time for her, so we had to take her away. And she was not a happy camper about that. But, you know, naps have to happen, so we put her down for a nap. And when we put her down for a nap, it turned into grown-up time. So Grandma and Grandpa watched Aria while she was sleeping, and we kind of took off, and we went back down to the beach. Will's cousin and his girlfriend, they have a couple dogs. They have Isabel, and they have Toby. And so we babysat the dogs. We went down to the ocean, and we threw frisbees and had a lot of fun just kind of hanging out with them. I don't know, I don't have dogs, obviously, so it was kind of fun to play with the dogs. So we kind of hung out at the beach with them. You know, you threw the stuff, and they ran into the waves, and they had a lot of fun. And we were able to, well, we watched them originally. The reason that we were watching the dogs is because they had brought their ATVs, and there's lots and lots of dunes and ATV tracks out there for them, and they can ride up and down the beach. So we were watching the dogs for them so they could play, and then we met up with them, and Will took out Uncle Lloyd's ATV, his four-wheeler, so he got to drive. So I have a picture of that too, but he got to play around on the ATV a little bit, so he had fun. I didn't get on one. I don't want to drive one, but it was fun watching him play. But that's what they did. Let's see. In the evening, we did the whole campfire thing again. You know, we had breakfast, lunch, and dinner together. We all kind of dispersed and did whatever we wanted during the daytime. But then for the meal times, we'd all come back and we'd sit by the fireplace or the fire pit and do stuff. And it was, I don't know, it was just really fun. It's not how I've done camping. So for me, it was super fun, just kind of camping, having fun. There was roasted marshmallows, and there was, you know, camp food. So we had stew or chili, you know, things like that. It was just really fun. But anyways, the kids had a blast while we were there. I had a blast while I was there. Did a lot of stuff. Let's see, what do I have here left still? I think that's about it, because obviously I'm home and it's Monday, but I don't want to tell you about Sunday's things just because I want to save that for my next video. So it's connected to our camping trip to the beach, but I'm not going to talk about it. So on Saturday night, the only other thing I can really tell you is that Saturday night, when we went to bed, a huge storm came through. So there was lightning and there was thunder, and you could hear the rain on the tarp on our tent. And honestly, I'm kind of scared sometimes of these kind of storms because we were out there and there's lots of trees and that kind of stuff. So I'm thinking something's gonna blow over and like smash my tent. But honestly, listening to the rain and listening to the thunder, it was actually super cool. So overall, like I said, I can't tell you what happened on Sunday, but I will say overall, my entire camping trip this weekend was amazing. Usually when I come back from trips, I'm exhausted. I'm just done. But I was tired when I came home. But honestly, it was so fun, and I feel like I actually had a relaxing weekend. So, Bob and Carol, thank you so much for inviting us to go, because I had an absolute blast. Bob and Carol are my in-laws. They're Will's parents. I had so much fun. Thank you for the invite. So, yeah. That was my week of July 26th through August 1st. There's a little bit of stuff at home, but the majority was this weekend. So you're going to have to tune in next week to my next video to find out what we did on Sunday, because Sunday was fun too. You're not going to want to miss out. Sunday was fun, and I'm home. I'm sorry about the video being late, but I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. So if you like this video, please like the video, give me a thumbs up on there. If you want to keep up on the happenings at the Rumenap household, my real life fairy tale, hit that subscribe button, which is probably on this side, so hit the subscribe button. And yeah, I have no idea what I was gonna say. But anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Until then, bye guys!